Hey, what's up, guys? Coming to you today. All right, thank you. This is True Boxing. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. Today, we're going to be discussing the what's next on Josh Warrington, the former, featherweight champion of the world, who last fought on February 13th when he main evented a DAZN card and surprisingly got knocked out and upset by Mauricio Lara of Mexico. Again, guys, if you like my page, thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it. Positive or negative comments, I'll take all of them. I want the real deal, the real talk. And if you really do like my channel, though, send me subscribe to my channel because I bust out with a lot of good content, a lot of good info. I base all my stuff based on facts. All my opinions are based on facts. So I really pump out the truth. I really take the time, and I really dedicate a lot of time to this, and I love it passionately a lot. So let's jump into Josh Warrington. And that was a brutal loss that he took to Mauricio Lara. Nobody saw that coming. He was a heavy favorite going in. I mean, I don't think anybody picked him to lose that fight. And Mauricio Lara, this guy just came out of nowhere. I think it was a classic case of Josh Warrington overlooking Mauricio Lara. And maybe Mauricio Lara was better than we thought. Warrington hadn't fought since October of 2019 when he got a second round stoppage of some nobody fighter. So it had been a long time since he went into the deep waters and stuff, and I just don't think he felt like he was going to be under as much pressure as he was. And man, Lara just put a beating on Josh Warrington. He whipped his ass from start to finish. I mean, hey, Warrington had moments. He started to come back a little bit, but he just couldn't keep Lara off, and he was getting nailed with that left hook just on point. It was just crisp. That left hook couldn't miss for Lara. And Warrington was just got pounded and beaten down. It was a tough knockout loss. It was a tough knockout loss for Warrington. So now the big question is, what's next for Josh Warrington? Well, we can run through the top 10, but realistically, outside of Mauricio Lara, I don't see him fighting anybody in the top 10, to be honest. I think if he comes back and it's not against Mauricio Lara, it's probably going to be against Stay Busy dude that he can really beat this time around. But let's take a run through. Warrington dropped the third for me, so let's take a run through real quick. Number one, WBC champion Gary Russell Jr. Not going to happen. Russell wasn't interested in $1 million offer prior to this. He will not be interested in Josh Warrington now. So no way. Number two, Mauricio Lara in a rematch. Yeah, I think this fight's really possible. He's been talking about it possibly for the summer. I mean, he better be supremely confident he can beat him if he wants a rematch. But, hey, I think if he takes the rematch, he will be confident that he can win it, that it was a fluke. So, yeah, I think this fight's really possible. Number three is Warrington. Number four is a rematch with Kid Galahad. I don't see this one. He didn't want the fight with Galahad prior. Galahad's probably going to be the new IBF champion. But I really don't think he's going to want to go after Galahad when he barely beat him by a controversial decision in 2019, and he didn't want to fight him before, so he gave up his title to avoid fighting him in a rematch. So I really don't think he's going to want to fight him now with less confidence than he had before. So no. Number five is Shu Kan, the WBA regular champion. This is a fight that was being talked about, that almost happened prior. It was being talked about, and it looked like it was possible for after, Lara. But now that he's lost, does he want to fight Can? Does Can even want to fight him? I just don't see it. So I'm going to lean towards a no. Number six, WBO champion Emmanuel Navarrete. No to that one, just because DAZN working with Top Rank, and I really don't think Warrington would want to risk it against Navarrete. Would want to go back-to-back against a guy like Navarrete, possibility of a loss, who has a very, very good and hard, tough Mexican style as well. So I don't see it. Number seven, Tuxco Nyambayar. This is DAZN working with PBC. This fight makes no sense, so no, I don't see this one. Number eight, Isaac Dogbe. DAZN working with Top Rank. I just think they're on different paths right now. I don't see it. Number nine, Jesse Magdaleno, another one, Top Rank, don't see it. And Joet Gonzalez at number 10, Top Rank, don't see it. So really, in my opinion, top 10 possible for Josh Warrington is only, Mauricio Lara in a rematch. I really don't see nobody else. Outside of that, Warrington's probably coming back at the end of summer, maybe against some nobody, just to stay busy, get a win under his belt. And maybe one more time for the end of the year, but that might be it for Warrington in like September, October area. Fight somebody, shake off the rust, maybe even fight Lara then, and then move forward with something else. So That's it. That's the what's next on Josh Warrington, the former featherweight champion of the world. Hope you enjoyed this. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.